Welcome back to the new episode of History Power. But before we dive into this story, make sure to subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon for more interesting stories, and also hit the like button to give us some motivation dose. Let's start. During World War II, the Nazis weren't just fighting battles on the front lines, they were waging another war, one of myths, legends, and ancient relics. Did Hitler's secret teams really search for the Holy Grail, the Ark of the Covenant, or even the Spear of Destiny? Or is it all just fiction spun into legend? The truth is as fascinating as it is chilling. Adolf Hitler and his closest advisors were not just military strategists, they were believers in the power of symbols and myths. They saw ancient artifacts as more than just relics of the past. To them, these treasures were sources of immense power, capable of legitimizing their rule and solidifying their ideology. But where did this obsession begin? From the Spear of Destiny, believed to have pierced the side of Jesus Christ, to the Holy Grail, a symbol of eternal life and divine power, these legends captivated the imaginations of Nazi leaders. Heinrich Himmler, one of Hitler's closest confidants, spearheaded this obsession. He envisioned the SS not just as a military force, but as the keepers of a mystical Aryan destiny. Himmler's interest in mysticism went beyond casual curiosity. He established the Ahnenerbe, an institute dedicated to uncovering the ancient history of the Aryan race. Officially, their mission was to study archaeology and anthropology, but their true goals were far more sinister. The Ahnenerbe sent teams to the farthest corners of the world, from the snow-capped mountains of Tibet to the deserts of North Africa, in search of relics tied to ancient power. They were looking for proof of Aryan superiority and the mystical objects that could cement it. The Holy Grail was at the center of many of these quests. The Nazis believed that finding the Grail could grant them divine authority and make their regime invincible. Inspired by medieval legends and even Wagner's operas, they searched tirelessly for any clue to its location. Wewelsburg Castle, Himmler's spiritual headquarters, was thought to be a future shrine to their Aryan world order, with the Grail as its centerpiece. But the Grail wasn't the only target. The Nazis had their eyes on other artifacts too, each shrouded in legend and mystery. The Spear of Destiny, said to have pierced the side of Christ, was another obsession. Hitler was reportedly convinced that possessing the spear would grant him victory in war. In 1938, after annexing Austria, the Nazis seized the spear from a museum in Vienna. Whether it truly held any power, or was merely a symbol, the Nazis guarded it fiercely. After the war, the spear was recovered by the Allies and returned to Vienna, but its legendary status continues to intrigue historians and conspiracy theorists alike. So, did the Nazis really believe in the power of these relics, or was it all propaganda? The truth lies somewhere in between. The Nazis' obsession with symbols and their manipulation of mythology were tools of their ideology, but their expeditions and hunts for treasure were real, even if the objects of their desire were steeped in myth. The legacy of the Nazi treasure hunters has inspired countless stories in pop culture, but behind the fiction lies a chilling reality. A regime willing to go to extraordinary lengths, even into the realm of fantasy, to achieve its twisted goals. Even today, questions linger. Did the Nazis find any of these legendary relics? Are there hidden caches of treasures waiting to be discovered? Or is the real treasure the lessons history has left us, to never let myth and power intertwine again? What do you think? Were the Nazis true believers in these myths, or was it all an elaborate ploy? Let us know in the comments below. History is full of mysteries, and the story of the Nazi treasure hunters is one of the most fascinating. Their obsession with relics serves as a reminder of the lengths some will go for power, and the cost of letting myth cloud judgment. Subscribe to Legends of the Crescent for more untold stories of history's enigmas.